Hello, today we will be discussing tips to ensure a smooth moving process. Hi, this is Jerry with Remax. Welcome to my video blog. Today we will be discussing tips to ensure a smooth moving process. But before we begin, I'd like to direct your attention to the links on my blog. Click the red link to get a free home value report. Click the blue link to search the MLS. Now, on to our topic. Here are some great tips, whether you're moving across town or across the country. Today I'm going to share with you some things that I think will guarantee a less stressful move for you and your family. Whether you're taking the do-it-yourself approach or hiring the pros, this will guarantee a smoother, more enjoyable process for you and your family. It's important to have the necessary supplies on hand before you start. This makes for a smooth moving process. You want to have things like boxes, tape, any blankets you'll need, dollies, things like that. You want to have all that on hand, and you want to have enough of it, because the worst thing would be to be in the middle of putting a box together and not having enough tape, because that would mean you'd have to take time and refocus on something else, and that would take time away from doing the packing. So your time is very important here, and you want to make sure you use it wisely. When packing your belongings, it's important to consider using good quality boxes and cartons. This will help during the shipping process and decrease the amount of damage that you have or could have in any of your items being shipped. Poor quality boxes can result in damaged goods through the moving process. A good rule of thumb is to use a small box for heavy items. Keep the boxes organized by room, as well as the number of boxes that come from each room. And you might want to consider having a major packing list with the amount of total boxes that you have. These are things that the pros use to get better results and to make sure that they have all the items that are being moved. Another good rule of thumb is place heavier items on the bottom of the boxes and light items on the top. A lot of times when you're packing a bunch of different items in a box, you may want to use towels, sheets, or any type of blankets to fill the dead space in the box. That way the box is good and full, and the items in the box won't juggle around during moving. And when you're breaking down beds, dressers, mirrors, or anything like that, it's important to keep all the screws, nuts, and bolts together. If you take those screws, nuts, and bolts and you put them in a bag, and you put the bag with the rails or the dressers or the mirrors, when you go to reassemble them, everything is right there for you, and it's easy to put things back. Another thing is keep the boxes around 50 pounds. This is for several reasons. First of all, they're easier to maneuver when they're 50 pounds or less. And when you're going to pack the actual truck, you want to be able to fill in those spaces, because the more solid the load is packed, the less likely things are to get damaged. So by packing those around 50 pounds, you can maneuver those in the truck and fill the dead spaces. Another great tip is to take a photo of all the wires, like on the back of your VCR, your TV, and all those type of things. So when you go to reset it up, you just pull the picture out and you're able to figure out where all the wires go. That makes it a lot easier on that end. When moving your grill, certain things to remember is to take all the briquettes and put those either wrap those in paper or put them in a plastic bag. Take all the grill tools and keep all those with the grill. Take the grates out of the grill, and also if you have any of the side wings on your grill, little side tables or whatever, and they can be unscrewed. If you unscrew those, just package all those up. All those can be put underneath the grill or in a separate box. And then one of the non-allowables with many moving companies is our propane tank. So you need to figure out how to transport the propane tank or what to do with the propane tank, because I know a lot of major moving companies will not take propane tanks because it is a flammable liquid. And if you do decide to hire professional movers, there's several things you should consider. One is understand what your responsibilities are. Are you going to be the one that's going to be responsible for packing all the boxes and then they're just going to load them on the truck? Are they actually going to come in and pack everything for you? You need to understand what your responsibilities are and what you're paying for. And then when they bring the goods to the new home, what are their responsibilities versus what are your responsibilities? You need to read the contract and understand how damages are handled and what the specific process is. And last but not least, get on the World Wide Web and go to USPS.com and let them know where you're moving. If you do that approximately 2 weeks before you move, they will be sure to have your mail there. Thank you for watching my video blog. If you have any questions you'd like me to cover or have any questions on the topic I've covered today, please feel free to email me at jconklin@remax.net. Thank you for watching and have a great day.